What's good, YouTube fight fans all over the world? It's your boy, Real Talk Boxing, and I'm back at you again. This past weekend, James Kirkland returned to the ring. Now, I made a video of this same subject, I believe, yesterday sometime, but, I got flagged. I put in some highlight footage of him getting knocked out by Juanito Montiel Saturday night, and it showed the PBC banner and something else, and I had to get rid of it. So I'm doing it again minus the footage, okay? But I want to give my thoughts on this, and I know some of y'all are saying, who cares about James Kirkland? Who cares? Like, he ain't nobody, right? Well, that's what he looked like last weekend against Juanito Montiel. He got murked, y'all. He got murked in the first round. The first 30 seconds of the first round, he got dropped by what it looks like a slapping hook. I mean, Montiel was like, it didn't even look like he had a closed fist. He just, get that right there. Right on your, and Kirkland hit the ground like a sack of potatoes. Now, Kirkland has always had a suspect chin. He's never been able to take a punch. But in some cases, in some fights, depending on who his trainer is at the time, he would get up, show true grit, and get certain fighters out of there. All right? James Kirkland, as unskilled as he is, has been in some of the most exciting fights I have ever seen. Ever seen. Have you seen him versus Pero Angulo? One of the most exciting fights I've ever seen in my life. I mean, they're basically the same style. And I love Pero also. Pero Angulo is one of my favorite fighters. And he's never in a boring fight. So when he fought Kirkland, I knew it was going to be fireworks. Back and forth action. Several knockdowns. And James Kirkland came out on top in that fight. When Kirkland fought Joel Julio. Very competitive. Beginning of the fight. But he ended up mauling him also. And actually, in the post-fight interview in the ring, his trainer, sometimes trainer, and Will said that, hey, Golden Boy and Oscar said, if we won this fight, we get Canelo next. We want Canelo now. Well, that fight didn't happen until way later on. And I wonder why. We'll get to that. And there's another fight that I remember. I remember watching this fight with my family. And he fought a guy by the name of Glenn Tapia. Have you seen that fight? Kirkland versus Tapia. One of the most amazing fights I've ever seen in my life. Action-packed. Several knockdowns. Well, it might not have been that many knockdowns, but I know that Glenn Tapia, the first half, was beating the brakes off Kirkland. But then you have crazy Ann Wolfe, because make no mistake about it, Ann Wolfe is nuts. She is gone. She's somewhere in another stratosphere. She's crazy, bro. Like, she's crazy. But each time he's with Ann Wolfe, he was unstoppable. He just would rise from the dead and just eat people alive when he was with Ann Wolfe. So the first fight that I've ever seen Kirkland without Ann Wolfe was against, I believe his name was Ashita, who got Kirkland out of there in the first round. First time I saw Ann Wolfe not being in Kirkland's corner. That's what happened every time he fought without Ann Wolfe. He got murked. He got murdered. And when I found out, and it was a close call because I just happened to be looking on Instagram and just scrolling up, and what? James Kirkland next in the ring? What is this? So I hit my 5 stick and I looked it up, man, and caught it. And the first person I was looking for wasn't James. It was Ann. I didn't see Ann, so I knew it was just a matter of time. 30 seconds into the first round, he got hit with a punch like this. And he went down. He got up, he went down again. He got up, he went down, and then that was it. First round knockout, man. Hurt my soul, man. Hurt my heart because in my mind, I'm like, why do you keep leaving Ann? Like, when you're with Ann, you're winning. Now, Ann, listen. And then I ran across a video with Ann, man. Ann freaking. Now, when Ann was in his corner, there was times when he would go back to his corner during break, and she would be talking to that dude like he was crazy. calling them all kind of bitchs and called him an N-word a couple of times in the corner. I want you to get out there. You done took his soul. Now I want you to go take his nuts. I want you to put your fist straight through his face. I want you to tear flesh off his face the next time you hit him. Bend your effing knees. What's wrong with you? Get out there. I mean, she was just crazy. Just crazy. So I ran across a video. Ann Wolf has some of her... I think Ann Wolf is in... Where is she? Is she in Houston or San Antonio? I think Ann Wolf's in Houston, Texas. And she has a boxing facility, and she has about 4 of her trainees, her boxers, in somewhat of a push-up position. And one of them was falling short. I mean, he didn't have nothing else to give. He just kept falling out of the freaking position. Ann Wolf had these little kids handing her 12-pound medicine balls that she's detonating on. Boom, get up, you little B. Your mother, get up. You can't get, boom. I mean, throwing it almost as hard as she could at that kid's lower back and his freaking top back, mid back. Boom, get up. You want to be a little punk? Boom. I mean, give it here. Give me the medicine ball. I got him. Boom. I'm like, no wonder Kirkland didn't want to get back with this crazy woman. He was being tortured, man. Like, what? I saw a video with this. She had this man punching on a bag attached to a truck. He running after the truck with the heavy bag, going forward. The truck going towards him, and he's backstepping, punching a heavy bag. He's out in the field with a shovel, shoveling a freaking tire. Every time, flip. Every time, flip. And she has the most insane training regimens I have ever seen. I would never in my entire life go to Ann Wolf's facility and train unless I had my pistol with me. I mean, that's just the truth. That's just the flat out truth. So it really hurt me, man, to see Kirkland get beat last weekend, but I knew it was going to happen. And I honestly believe that James Kirkland should stop boxing, should never enter a boxing ring again unless he wants to go get back with crazy Ann Wolf and get tortured some more. and she'll bring him back as a killer, but I just don't see that happening, man. Ann is crazy. Ann Wolf is crazy, but she's proven. You know, she's a former world champion, female world champion, and 4 weight classes, so she is proven, man. But she's nuts. But what's your take on this, man? Did y'all see that fight? I know Kirkland isn't a hot topic. I know Kirkland, most people don't know, but I used to be a huge fan of Kirkland. And I wanted to know some of you guys' opinion. Comment down below and let me know. As always, respect all, fear none. God bless, Real Talk Boxing. We done.